What is going on, guys? Kiamemaro 007 hitting you with a Marvel's Contest of Champions video, taking a little bit of a break from Dragon Ball Legends, but we'll be back because tomorrow is the anniversary, so we will be back tomorrow for that, so get hyped. But we're going to be looking at Captain Marvel movie. I saw a comment asking me about this champion, so I thought I'd make a video. Captain Marvel movie is an excellent character. In my opinion, one of the strongest, if not the strongest cosmic character in the game, definitely representing the cosmic class, right? She was my first rank 5 and no regrets. If you are asking yourself, should Captain Marvel be my first rank 5? Should I rank up? Yes, rank up Captain Marvel. You will have no problems with it, and she doesn't need the duped ability, which is like one of the best things for a free-to-play player. You know, once you get the champion and they need the duped ability, it's kind of like, why get the champion? Now I have to get them again. What are the odds of that? But this champion, you get her once, you've got her. But I did use an awakening gem on her to awaken her for that ability, and her ability basically makes her indestructible for a certain amount of time, and you can initiate the indestructible after a certain amount of time depending on the signature ability, but it's really not needed. Very powerful character. So basically what you want to be doing with Captain Marvel is generating the charges, right, and then mowing down the opponent's health. So let's just look at some of her abilities. The super strength. If you're hitting into a block, you have a 15% chance to armor break her. If you intercept the opponent's attack, you have a 100% chance to armor break them. Both armor breaks lasting for 7 seconds. And then one of her coolest mechanics is intercepting a heavy with your heavy stuns the opponent. So that's just another way to stun an opponent. And it takes off all armor up buffs. So if you're fighting a Colossus, you intercept his heavy, you take off all his charges. Or if you're fighting an Infinity War Iron Man, which is really the best for, after he does his second hit of his heavy attack, you go in with your heavy attack and it pulverizes all of his armor and stuns him. You get a couple of hits off on him. This is just a great mechanic for taking out Infinity War Iron Man. Next up is energy absorption. So this is basically how you get binary charges. There's a few ways. One of the ways is taking a blocked hit. That gives you 1. If you land a parry, that's 2 binary charges. But if you are taking energy damage in the form of Incinerate or Cold Snap, side note, critical failure also counts. So if you're fighting a Domino, this will kind of work, right? And then you gain your charges. All good. And once you get to 25 charges, it automatically triggers. But Captain Marvel's bane, essentially, or her problem, is fighting Mystic Champions. You definitely don't want to ramp her up against a Mystic Champion, because you can see there you take 504 damage for every charge you gain that a Mystic Champion is basically not inflicting on you, but helping you get. So blocked hits, right? And if you're going from 0 to 25, that's up to 12,000 health. You really don't want that. But now talking about binary ignition. Now, once you get over 10 charges, you can manually initiate binary ignition by dashing back and holding your block, right? Then you purify all debuffs on you, and you're in binary ignition. And the way to gain charges while still in binary ignition, because those charges slowly fall off, is you heavy attack the opponent, you gain 3. You automatically, like I said earlier, you automatically go into binary ignition at 25 charges, and you also automatically go into binary ignition if you get knocked down while above 10 charges. So you keep that in mind. Your armor break, your armor break rate increases as well, right? And you'll deal 30% of the damage you're dealing as energy damage on top of your normal damage, right? Now the special one generates 3 energy charges. If you're in a quick fight, you launch all your special ones, right, and you'll gain 3 charges per time. And in binary ignition, all beams that she throws are unblockable. So with special 1, you throw the beam, right, and it's unblockable, and then you can hit the opponent. With your special 2, the beams come secondary, so even if the opponent's blocking, you can throw your special 2, the beams will hit and they will get stunned, right? So that's really cool as well. And the special 3, if it's a longer fight, you can go for a special 3 and you'll generate 10 energy charges, and then you'll get a power gain buff as well of 40%. Great power gain. And basically you can throw your special 3, Once you have 13 or so charges, right, throw your special 3, take a blocked hit or 2, and then get all that power gain. Okay, so hopping into some gameplay, just the team synergy setup is Nick Fury and Quake for the evades. She does have a synergy with Nick Fury that increases the duration of Furies, right? And the OG Captain Marvel for 2% power every time you take a block. Not really needed, not really a powerful synergy, but anyway. And Kamala Khan for the 10% potency on the Furies. That's kind of good. Alright, so we go in, you saw we parried, gained 2 charges. Just want to show you guys how we're gaining charges all the many ways. But there's the 2 charges from parry, 3 charges from your special 1. Right, and the next thing I'm going to throw is a special 3. But you saw every hit we're taking into the block, we're gaining a charge. Rain or shine, it's coming. Right, now there I dashed back and held my block, and you saw a time in the top left corner. Now I didn't want to go into binary ignition, so that's something you have to kind of worry about, but it's not really a problem. It's that if you dash back and hold your block and they're doing a special to you, you're not able to let go, you are going to go into binary ignition above 10 charges. And basically the problem with that is that you won't be able to use binary ignition for as long if you don't reset your charges by heavy attacking the opponent. So that's a little bit dangerous. I'd rather go binary ignition at 25. So here we throw our special 3 and we have 15 charges, so we're going to go straight into binary ignition. With our 25 charges, it automatically goes on. Do our special 3 and we're going to gain the power gain, the indestructible, and the furies. It's 1 fury for each 5 binary charges. So you see we're going in, gaining power. He's throwing his special, we're going to go in again, and then we're going to hit a special 2, and this is where the Quake synergy comes in. So you do your special 2, you dash in quickly, and you can do 2 heavy attacks safely. She's got good range of that, but the third one is a gamble, and that's why I brought in Nick Fury Quake, because you do kind of want to do the 3 heavy attacks so that you can gain 9 charges, you know, so you capped out the charges, because it does take about 4 charges I think every time you launch a special 2. So that's why I went in there. I tried again for 3, didn't work, but that's what Quake is for, you know. You just you also see a whole lot of armor breaks going on. The opponent, the armor breaks are helping with the damage, right? And you see the timer in the top left for the indestructible is also coming back. So basically when you get above 20% above 20 charges, like 25, then you can go indestructible again, right? So I'm hitting into him and I'm gonna throw my special 3. I'm gonna go again for this, right? So dash forward, heavy attack, heavy attack, heavy attack. Lands that time. Heavy attacks do a lot of damage too, so no reason not to. But there I gained 9 charges, so I'm kind of safe. Throw a special 2 again, but it ends the fight. Basically what you want to do when it comes to ending the fight with the special 2 is you don't want to kill them with the special 2. You want to be able to do the special 2, dash back and land 2 or 3 heavy attacks, because the persistent charges for every binary ignition you have at the end of the previous fight carries over to the next fight. So you're going to see I'm going for Captain Marvel here, and I'll have 5 charges because that's what I ended the previous fight with. But I'm showing you just how much damage she can do, and in uncollected event quests, in master mode, this is a lot of damage, and you will be able to kill most opponents after 1 hit. I mean 1 special 2 and then 2 or 3 heavy attacks. You will be able to kill the opponent. So you see I'm going in again, building up those charges, going to use the special 1s to build up the charges. Right, there's nothing to be afraid of against a Captain Marvel. No intense specials to evade. We're going in, we're doing hits, doing damage, you know. Also, you must notice when I'm doing the special 3s, or when I'm in binary ignition doing specials, you see red damage. Right, you're seeing a lot of yellow, but you see the red damage is 30% of the damage you're doing. So basically every time you hitting the opponent in binary ignition, you're doing 130% damage, 100% damage from your normal attack, and then 30% damage from the energy, the burst of energy damage. So we're going in. The Realm of Legends champions don't go to special 3, so I'm not really worried about that. Taking parried hits, we're going to take 1 more parry hit, I think. There we go, parry. We're in binary ignition. This fight is going to go much faster, but pay attention to the red damage, right? As you look at your yellow damage, and it's like that's a lot of damage, but there's actually another 30% added on because of the red damage, right? So you are doing a lot more than you think, but the damage is pretty good. I'd say 6,000, 3,000, 3,000, 5,000, 5,000. No crits there, unfortunately. I'm doing my 3 heavies. I land all 3, wait for it to do a thing. So yeah, it's great damage from Captain Marvel, right? It's a great champion to use, and I highly suggest that if you do have a Captain Marvel, you know, you take her up. You can put your Awakening Gem into her if you want. Don't really need to, like I said, unless you want to tank a special. You can get to 10 charges quickly, right? Dash back, no, not 10 charges, 20 charges quickly. Go into Binary Ignition, you'll be indestructible. But basically, if you get hit while in Binary Ignition, you're going to lose your indestructible, and you're going to half your charges. You don't really want that. But there we go. That's Captain Marvel right there, taking care of Realm of Legends champions really fast. It's a great champion, great damage. In my opinion, the best cosmic I have. You know, so I definitely recommend her. And that is it for the gameplay, guys, and the Captain Marvel tour, basically. So I feel like I've covered all of her moves. You should be able to use her quite efficiently now. Basically, what you want to do is go into the event quest, you know, or you want to go into story mode. Then basically what you want to do is use the first quest to ramp up your champion, right? Get it to 25 or 20 or so charges, and then the next fight you parry, second special, and 1 or 2 heavies to keep you up at 20 for the next fight. You'll be going through everything quite easily, quite simply, right? Nothing to worry about. If you have a duped, even better. You know, each fight, as soon as you get to 25 charges or above, right, you got that indestructible. You can take all the parry hits you want, right? Maybe there's a Iceman with the damage from the Cold Snap, you know, but you do not really have to worry about Cold Snap in there. Like I said, you know, those will make you get to Binary Ignition really fast. Nothing to really worry about. It will be purified once you activate Binary Ignition. So yeah, nothing to really worry about. She's a very simple champion. Like I said, if your question is, do I ramp up? I mean, do I take up Captain Marvel? My answer is yes. Do I awaken her? My answer is yes as well. The duped ability, although really not needed, it's a really good duped ability. Going indestructible is generally a good ability. So if you're about to fight a champion like a Hyperion, and you're not sure you're going to be able to kill him before he gets to his special 3, or you won't be able to nullify his power gains, go in with Captain Marvel, get your 20 or so charges, right, or you'll probably be there already, and then you can tank that special 3 and you'll probably kill him by the time he can even get to the next special, because that special 2 hits hard, right? 2 heavy attacks, he should be over with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, learned something, and if you did, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below telling me your thoughts. I always read the comments, and hit the notification bell so you can be informed as soon as videos like these or Dragon Ball Legend videos come out, right? And you'll be able to watch them as soon as possible. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.